All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm TC, uh, talking about South Carolina. What are the keys to the game this week to try to pull off an upset over Texas A&M? I mean, it's a long shot, but it can be done. It can be done. You take a look at what Auburn did last week against Vanderbilt after firing their head coach. South Carolina, we're coming in with a new play caller, so we're going to have some different tendencies, maybe some different wrinkles. May be able to catch A&M by surprise. Maybe they'll be looking ahead to the Texas game, even though that's 2 weeks away. They probably don't consider us much competition. Uh, you know, I think that South Carolina, they've got to lay everything on the line. They've got to do everything they can to try to win out for this season. Uh, if they get, I think what they need to do is keep Marcel Reed and the A&M offense off the field. They've got to have long, sustaining drives. They've got to play like Vanderbilt style football. They got to dunk and dink. They got to shorten up these receiver routes. They got to dunk and dink and just keep getting first downs, chewing up clock. Uh, then when they get across the 50, they get down to the 45, 40-yard line, then they can take their deep shot to the end zone. Uh, As far as field goals, I would not kick any field goals over 30 yards, and I wouldn't do it then unless you were around the 25-yard line or so, and you had fourth down and 7 or fourth down and 8. If it's less than fourth down, if it's fourth down and 5 or fourth down and 4, they should go for it because you're going to need touchdowns. You're not going to get in a game where you're going to outscore A&M if you're going to get in a scoring matchup. They're going to blow you out. You got to keep their offense off the field. Got to dunk and dink. Uh, red zone this season has been terrible. They've been in the red zone 18 times for the whole season and scored only 9 touchdowns. If you compare that to Kentucky, a team who's below the middle of the pack, Kentucky's been in the red zone 29 times and scored 19 touchdowns. So South Carolina's been abysmal in the red zone, mostly due to their play calling. They keep trying to, everybody knows they kept trying to go Faison straight up the middle. So hopefully with Furry and Elliott having more of a say-so and Blackwell, maybe their red zone uh, success can be better. Um, they got to lay it all on the line and try to win out. Uh, I don't think they need to do much of a running game. They have to do an extension of their running game. I think they need to do short little passes out of the backfield to the Faison and Attaway, not Matthew Fuller. Matthew Fuller is a north-south runner, in my opinion. There was a play last week where they tried to run him wide, and you could see he's like concrete blocks on his feet. Uh, They need to do short little quick tosses or short little passes to the running backs. They need to do inside slants to the slot receivers. Don't do this throw all the way to the sideline, this horizontal throw to the sideline. That doesn't work at all because we don't have good blocking out there. And once they get it out there, the man's already on the receiver. They need to do little short passes to the tight ends, some screens. They've got to keep the A&M's rush off of Sellers. He's got to get the ball out of his hand quick. All they need to do is pick up 3, 4 yards of play on those little dink and dunks, move down the field. Then when they get down to the 40 or so, they can take a shot at the end zone. But they need to keep the A&M offense off the field. Defensively, we've got to get after Marcel Reed. I mean, I've seen Auburn put pressure on him. Last week, Missouri got pressure on him in the first part of that game. Um, Arkansas got some pressure on him early. He's not quite as accurate when they get a little pressure on him. He doesn't get sacked much. We might not be able to get there and sack him, but put pressure on him and hit him and try to shake him up a little bit. I know it's going to be a long shot, but it'll be for an upset, but who knows? Anything can happen in college football. So anyway, that's my keys to an upset. Once again, if you're first time uh, clicking on this channel, it's a weekly channel uh, covering key games across the A.C.C and the S.E.C. Um, I cover South Carolina. Starting to move into basketball season. Right now, I'm just covering the South Carolina. But when they get into conference play, I'll move into A.C.C and S.E.C uh, conference games, the big games. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.